here's where you're going to find truth, the Bible, and here's where you're going to find Satan's knowledge on evil and legal. I believe to a large extent a rebellious audience that's very upset. I'll just call them civil pagan participants who have become very legally upset participants. And right now, the problem that is happening is some believe they're Christians, true Christians, followers of Christ, but their problem is they're trying to be legalists right now. I explain a lot of legal things and expose legal for where it is, not for the purpose of playing around in that sandbox, but for the purpose to let you see the traits of those who deny Christ. So whether someone believes they're a good lawyer, which is an oxymoron, or basically there's even associations called Christian lawyers. That again is an oxymoron, but they sincerely believe that they can be on both sides, and they've deceived themselves. And so therefore, if you look very closely at some of the older Black's Law dictionaries, they'd have little keys on them. The Black's 10th doesn't appear to have that from the edition I have, but if you look really close, and you'll have to go very close on this because it's more like an embossing on it. So you'll have to look at the embossing on the top there, and it shows a key. And we're going to read to clarify why at times people are feeling so deceived in the legal is because it's put in position to be like that. When we read Luke 11 and we read the words of Christ, and he says, "Woe unto you lawyers, for ye have taken away the key of knowledge. Ye entered not in yourselves, and them that were entering in ye hindered." So also spoke in that chapter of placing burdens upon the people that they themselves did not carry. They're in a little bit of a fraternity, a very bad fraternity, and worldwide, these legalists that promote knowledge away from God and truth and preach fiction have literally controlled an entire atmosphere, a realm that has ensnared many people into becoming consensual, yet tricked, beguiled legal participants. And so they are everywhere, on every block. You'd be hard pressed not to find a lawyer too far away from your neighborhood. And so they control every aspect of society, everything from what we call family law to real estate, wills, you name it, they're there, criminal law, and on and on and on. And therefore, it appears there's really no escape in the legal when you're surrounded by these people. A lot of people have, spoken to me about how upset they were with what happened with the elections in the United States. And I said, you have to understand that the lawyers control all those elections. They control the power of attorney, and you're nothing more than an incompetent entity that they're able to make decisions for without your consent in reality. In fact, they will just bare their ugly heads if they don't like what's going on, and they will just change it. So people didn't realize that the Trump card in the election didn't really have a say because he wasn't a lawyer, and he had lawyers operating him. And the people that wrote the Declaration of Independence, being scribes or lawyers, were the only ones who declared independence. They control the document. The people really have no say. They're deceived, and they've been led astray, and the blind will lead the blind. So unfortunately, because of not taking a really close look, separating truth from fiction, people have unwarily fallen into the trap of the fiction. And I'm there in empathy with you, but I can only have sympathy so long on this because many of the videos I've put up have been, again, overlooked. And again, the analytics prove that people have jumped just to whatever they wanted to look at. They weren't really falling in sequence to the videos. So I didn't put them up to waste time. I put them up as I felt was the best to educate. So if I sound like I'm lecturing you right now, I'm just trying to reach the audience that has overlooked the videos to get back in there and look at what I put up there that was full of so much free research that they can go and check for themselves to verify. But overlooking them and getting caught up in the world and complicating one's life with the world that the legalists have established is where the problem comes in. So I hope that you can take the time again and again and again to go over the shorter videos, because they hold a wealth of knowledge that's been freely researched to be given to you freely. All you have to do is take the time to watch them.